This right here is the mother of the young ladies that were whipped on either Facebook Live or TikTok Live. You know, it's when you get these things, when they go viral, you really don't know where they came from and all of that. We're going to watch this together for the first time with one another. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get live on these other platforms. We are live on Twitter Periscope, live on Facebook, and live on LinkedIn. All right. Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. And as you know, I'm a self-love specialist from TanyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral video topics as teachable moments for what self-love or self-abuse looks like in your own life. And this story is developing right now. Earlier today, I did a video about the mother who, it was called The Breaking of a Black Girl. It was a mother, this person right here that you see. You know what? As a matter of fact, there's a video, right? There were some young ladies, they were doing some little song, and the song had profanity in it, and they, you know, doing their little rap, etc. I was able to find this video on her page, right? I want to give a shout out to the person who sent this to me, because when these stories go viral, you may not know who the person is, but this woman wants to be known. So we're going to go through her page. I'm going to tell you what location she's in, as well as the state laws where she is, because she has essentially confessed her crimes live on Facebook. You know what? Listen, I used to think that it was a joke. You see the memes all the time. Oh, black people confessing their crimes on Facebook. This is, oh. Listen, when we read the statute, you're going to understand just how serious this is, because she thinks still that this is a joke. All right? And there are black people out there who are co-signing and who are, how do I put this? Gassing her head up. Gassing. Right? So, listen, as a matter of fact, I'm feeling jubilant. Let's get into this intro. Welcome in, everybody. Text notification squad. I want to jump right into this video. So come on and throw up your 10s. If you are a part of the text notification squad, you're a select group of people who get your text right as I'm going live 15 minutes beforehand, and you get invited to secret broadcasts off the platform. Thank you all so much for supporting the show. It is your contribution that assists us in being able to do the upgrades, to continue to bring stories out, etc. Because as you know, and especially from the situation that we're going to be showing, we've got to advocate for ourselves. So thank you all so much for supporting the platform. We're about to do something, because this woman has confessed her crimes publicly, and the video is still up there and it only has 1,000 views. Oh, but she wants to be seen. Yes. So we're going to go through the whole motions of assisting this. Listen, let me just say this. And since I see all of the 10s, before we go fully into it, if you'd like to join the text notification squad, the link is in the description. The link is in the description. You can join. It's only $1.99 a month, or $22 for the year if you're in the States, $4.99 a month, or $50 for the year if you are overseas. Listen, let me just say this, right? Let me say this, and we're going to open up the phone line so that you all can talk, but I want you all to see the videos quickly, right? While they're still up, right? Because she's going to realize the mistake that she's made when she realizes that she's incriminated herself, because she's given all of the information that we need. I'm going to show you all in just a moment. My purpose for doing this, I don't have anything against her or Black mothers or people who participate in corporal punishment. As you know, I am a certified life coach. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I am a self-love specialist. My goal for doing this is for us to be able to evaluate and get the assistance that we need to be able to find a different way, to discipline, to relate to our children, to foster healthy, self-loving, self-caring adults. All right. So let's get into this. So these are the young ladies right here. I'm going to show you the full video because there were some people who were talking about what clothes they had on and all this and the other. But these are young ladies. Look, these are young ladies, right? Here. So let's get it started.
Bro, you keep putting it in the way of the thing. Get your big ass. Come on. Y'all need to be lame as fuck. I call your mama and see what that head about. You need to be lame as fuck. Let me hit up your brother. This is what that guy is about. You need lame as fuck. I call it your sister. She get some head. You need to be lame as fuck. Y'all told them this that ain't really yours. Y'all need to be lame as fuck. I'm a creep, but I can't with y'all niggas be good. Y'all niggas be lame as fuck. I spit in your block and get hit that 50. You niggas be lame as fuck. I spit in your block and hit that damn. Y'all niggas be lame as fuck. Let me do it, drop by. This cut on your ass. Y'all niggas be lame as fuck. I spit on your brother. He not with the gang. You niggas be lame as fuck. I want your pussy. She ain't really high. Y'all niggas be lame as fuck. Let me stop on that bitch. Let me see what you got. Y'all niggas be lame as fuck. Let me spit on that bitch. Let it get us safe. Y'all niggas be lame as fuck. Let me blast that mother.
No, y'all stop. Motherfucking mine. Sitting around here. I'm touching. Extra motherfucking loud in my motherfucking house. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? Huh? Fuck is wrong with you? You just making a song. Give me a bell.
And then she goes off with saying, get me a belt, because I guess the whipping just wasn't suffice. And then they come back to turn it off. All right. All right. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe. Make sure you know where to find me again online. All right. So look, I'm going to show you. Look, we're going to, her video is 18 minutes, right? We're going to watch it together for the first time. I just got it. I see that it only has 515 views. That's it. So we are breaking this story as it is happening. And oh, she wanted the attention, did she? Right? Let's go. Let's go. So, all right. So this is her right here, right? This is her.
Look at your horsehair. Horsehair! Ah, I almost went off. I heard it. Somebody said someone needs to whoop her ass.
Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me, period.
Not changing that smoke alarm battery.
Bitch, and I ain't, and I still ain't.
With her stink.
And I still ain't.
Like,
with y'all bitch ass.
What smoke
Still not finna change no smoke
what
alarm
smoke
video.
alarm?
Like what?
What smoke alarm?
The little chirp thing. All that shit hardwired connected, so what?
That was going on?
Because what? So let me go live because what? Like, because what? For anybody and everybody that got something to say, but okay, what?
So she's coming out rah-rah.
What y'all gotta say? So I can check y'all ass right quick. Period. Like what? Because all the negative shit that you motherfuckers is saying, yeah, it's a lot of positive shit, but it's a lot of negative shit on top of that positive shit. So what? Like who got...
So you notice she got her hair out now, laid. She got the little lace front on, I guess, because she knows she's going to be seen now. Because we saw how she was up in the crib. We saw how she, you know, represented, right? We saw how she was getting down in her outfit, right? We see. This is, you know, we see this, right? We see, right? So this is Ma Dukes in the crib, right? This is Ma Dukes in the crib. But now she knows she's gonna be on Facebook Live now, cause she this was candid camera, right? She on Facebook Live now, so she got it fried, dyed, laid to the side. Okay, she got it ready now. She ready to be seen. And so this is how she's coming forward to be seen. This right here. This is how she's come forward to be seen. So let's see her. I'm going to tell you her name and all of that in just a moment. Don't worry, I got you.
What to say? Like what, bitch? And I hope you hear the smoke alarm now. Like, so what? Yeah, let them cuss again. I beat their ass again. So now, and what? Like, what's good? The fact y'all sharing it and y'all saying weak ass shit, or y'all in the comments and y'all saying weak ass shit. So what? Like, y'all ain't got to comment, because I'm not finna sit up here and keep on typing and taking up for whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Or taking up for them, or how y'all feel, oh, they up there cussing, oh, they get that from somewhere. Nah, bitch, where your kids get they shit from? Ho, they get it from the motherfucking internet and YouTube and all that extra ass shit right there. Yeah, so I'm checking shit around here. Ain't no cussing up in this bitch right here. Not my house. These motherfuckers ain't finna be sitting up here cussing like that shit is okay. And that's what they supposed to do. Like, period. So now, and what? Who got what to say? The fuck?
You know what? Listen. I want this to serve as vindication, please. For any of you out there who have been in a situation where you were possibly gaslit, or there wasn't a person who abused you, or there was a person who did you wrong, or you have a parent who just can't connect, or you're waiting for that apology, please use this as an example that sometimes there are people who are abusive and they do not know that they're abusive. They make excuses for their abuse. They feel justified in their abuse. All of that. They double down on it. Let's continue going forward. Let's continue.
Y'all thought this shit was. That's what I'm on here for. Like, what?
That's what
I'm on here trying to find out who mad. What? They was trained right. They was raised up right. They elected to go up there and do that fool ass shit because that's what they wanted to do. Not thinking I'm gonna hear that shit. Don't think they was up there cussing thinking I was gonna hear it like that everything is all cool. Nah, that ain't what that was. They was up there cussing, trying to make this little motherfucking rap, and didn't think I was gonna hear it, or they got too crunk, or whatever the situation may be. But so what? I went up there, knocked on the door with nothing staged, with none of that shit orchestrated. That was real deal Holyfield. It goes down over here. You get up there, your ass 15.
Listen.
And 17.
Listen.
And my niece not here right now, but she's 14. And you up there cussing like that, bitch.
Listen, she's giving them all the information that they need. She is giving them all the information that they need. When we read the statutes, you're going to understand why I'm telling you to listen. Okay? Let's go back, because she has admitted. What has she admitted? She's admitted this is not staged. She is just given their names and their relationship to her. Just wait until we read the statutes. I'm going to go back a little bit because I want you all to be able to hear. Just make sure.
Not too crunk, or whatever the situation may be, but so what? I went up there, knocked on the door with nothing staged, with none of that shit orchestrated. That was real deal Holyfield. It goes down over here. You get up there, your ass 15 and 17. And my niece not here right now, but she's 14, and you up there cussing like that, bitch. Let me tell you something. If your kids is up there cussing like that, and your bitch ass don't catch their ass and go in that motherfucking room and whoop their ass, bitch, you might need to think about your motherfucking parenting skills, because mine is on point. You better ask about me, check my page, everything. You better find out about me, because ain't nothing slipping and slacking and lacking here. Facts. Period. Bitch, y'all lame as fuck.
Oh, ain't high five, yeah.
So now what do you see? What hypocrisy have you picked up on in this very instance? What hypocrisy have you picked up on in this instance right here? I want to see if you all have heard what it is that I heard, right? I want to see if you all heard what I just heard. What is the hypocrisy that you see? Let's get your comments up. I want to see. Let's see if you see the hypocrisy. Okay. Mizzy Keys. Okay. All right. Let's see. I see you. There's a little bit of a delay, but somebody picked up on it even before I asked. What is the listen, Leanna? Okay. Dash, who is seeing the hypocrisy? All right. Somebody just said it, but it went by too quickly. She was whipping them for the song lyrics, but then now what just happened? What just happened in this moment? She then quotes these hot-ass lyrics, and then there's a young lady on the side who gives her a high five. She's happy now. She's getting the remember there was a caller earlier who said if the song hit, what's going to happen, right? If the song pops and it becomes popular and they get paid off of it, is she going to be asking for some money? She's already now quoting the lyrics. When I show you her page, you're going to see. When I show you her page, you're going to see how many other times she quotes those very lyrics on her page. So let's continue. Let's continue going forward, right? So let's rewind it. I want you to just hear. I just want you to hear. She's quoting the lyrics. Here we go.
Check my page, everything. You better find out about me, because ain't nothing slipping and slacking and lacking here. Facts. Period. Bitch, y'all lame as fuck.
Oh, Amy, high five! Yeah! They be lame. They real lame.
Nah, facts. I mean, I really don't give a fuck, but I just feel like I'm tired of sitting up here, I'm really a great mom. And nah, bitch, I know I'm a great mom. Bitch, that's why they got their ass whooped. Because I'm a great motherfucking mama. They got me fucked up. These ain't even my kids. These my nieces. And then my daughter. Like, they fool as fuck. They know better. Fuck. We don't do that shit around here. Ain't none of that. But y'all got something to say. Like, who got something to say? Like, come on this whole now.
And if anybody was in the wrong, it was us, because we wasn't supposed to be cussing, because it was a respectful thing for us not to do while our parents.
And then all that beating, she beat the kids. She beat the kids.
No,
she
did not beat us. It's called
this thin ass belt, and it don't come from a City Trend outfit, because I don't even shop there. But this thin ass motherfucking belt hurt these big thick ass kids. How?
Self-discipline. That's what it's called.
How did that hurt them? This hoe thin than the bitch, like, y'all really just be having a lot to say, but y'all want part 2. They gonna be dropping that motherfucking song/video out tomorrow. Like, what? Y'all want a part 2? Like, I'm trying to be on this hoe, trying to figure out, like, what's good. Feel like I shouldn't even be having to do this, but
wait, what?
Clearly you hoes is fucked up in the head.
They dropped
ain't
the
no
album?
massa. Bitch, I wasn't in slavery.
And there was very much sound effects that was in there, because the belt didn't even sound like that. If you would watch and if you would hear the original video, the belt didn't even sound like that. They went on TikTok or they did some type of editing, and they had put sound effects on there to make it sound like the belt sounded like that. The belt did not sound like that.
And what y'all did when I left out?
We started laughing.
And
because
what?
Because it was funny, and we didn't have no problem with posting it, because it's just a funny video.
It's embarrassing, but it's funny. So
at the same time, so there's no reason for nobody to have any slugs. So slugs have any bad comments, because if you do, you can actually run your ones, because ain't nobody over here trying to judge nobody. That's whatever.
Right. Facts. Bitch, you got a problem? Come on, pull up in person and tell me about it. We can talk about it.
Yeah, so we surely can. Yeah. Hear me?
Like, for real.
Did they say so we can whoop you? Hold on. Did they say they're going to start whooping you?
At the same time. So there's no reason for nobody to have any slugs. So slugs have any bad comments, because if you do, you can actually run your ones, because ain't nobody over here trying to judge nobody. That's whatever.
Right. Facts. Bitch, you got a problem? Come on, pull up in person and tell me about it. We can talk about it.
Yeah, so we surely can. Yeah. Hear me?
And the girl comes out and says, so we can
y'all
whoop
doing
you.
all that. Wait, let me put these girls in the camera. Girl, come on. Y'all doing all that. All this extra shit for nothing. Shit, know what the fuck y'all be talking about first? How about
how about go get in the shower and bathe your kids and teach your kids how to not disrespect y'all?
Because we know what we do, and we know how we do it. And if we know what we was doing, and we know that we would have got in trouble, then we would have never did it. But we
didn't think she heard it.
Yeah.
Until she knocked on that door. See, I can get y'all facts straight. Go take care of your kids and stop worrying about
And
us.
nothing was planned, nothing was schemed, nothing was done, nothing. We was upstairs rapping, and we can post the other. Well,
Cause we got 3 other videos
we
where
have,
we was rapping.
yes, we have 3 other videos that was clearing everything up because we kept messing up on the rap. The third one just happened to be the rap where my auntie had came inside the room and she was just in there, and then we got in trouble. So therefore, anybody that have a comment, concern, or anything that has to say against my auntie, y'all can really talk y'all mess, but if you talking across internet, you really not talking nothing, because you shouldn't be saying nothing at all, because it's called self-discipline, because we shouldn't even be doing that anyways, because
Self-discipline. This is. Let's continue going forward. We are only 7 minutes into an 18-minute video of hers, and there's still more to see.
at the age we are, we shouldn't even be doing that stuff, because we're at the age that we know how to respect our own parents. We shouldn't be doing it. Like, that makes no sense. So anybody that has any slugs, anything that has to be said to my auntie, y'all can clearly say it, or y'all can pull up, because we're not finna tolerate nothing that has to do over the internet. We don't talk too much, we get active, because anybody that say too much over the internet, y'all not about nothing. So if you want to say something, say it to our face, because we really not finna get into nothing, because y'all ain't about nothing. Because we knew what we was doing, and we know what we said, and we knew that we was gonna get in trouble.
If
But
I heard it.
If
They
she
just
heard
did
it.
not think that I was going to hear it.
Because she was inside of her room. So we just went inside of our little cousin room, and her little sister room, and we just started to rap, and we were just having fun, and we got too turned up, and we got too loud.
And she heard us, and we got whooped. Oh well, like we said, and like she said, she know the game. That
I
belt
hope
didn't hurt
somebody
like
is
that.
calling
Look how
them and
many-
saying, delete this. Remember that video of that little boy who's like, delete that shot! Delete all that shot! I hope somebody is calling them and telling them that this needs to be taken down. But you know what? We seeing it now. So let's continue.
Look how thick we is. We is big girls. We don't.
Hold on now, baby. I ain't big. Don't do that.
Baby, we thick. We got
Don't
meat
do
on us.
that.
Nothing don't really hurt us like that, because at the age we are, we done had whoopings before. We're used to whoopings.
You know what? Some of you don't understand why I laugh at inappropriate times. Let me tell you something. I do not find anything about this funny. I have a wry sense of humor, and laughter allows the tension to release from inside of me. I don't think that this is funny. I think that there's nothing about this that is funny. They over here, she like, we thick. She done convinced that they got all the meat on their bones. So now it don't matter how much they get whooped. This is too much. Let's continue.
We nothing, and that little belt don't even do nothing. That belt did not do nothing to us. Like she said, when she left the room, we was laughing. Y'all probably couldn't hear us laughing when she left the room, but when she left the room, we was laughing
21.
hard. We was laughing hard. If y'all did not,
I just want you all to do you see her looming back there? She's looming in the background. Talking about, yeah, get in the camera and tell them you wasn't hurt. Go ahead, get in the camera, tell them. What is this mess? What are we seeing? What are we hearing? Get in the camera, tell them, go, put your face on camera. She 14, she's 17. Wait until we read the statutes. Just wait. Let's continue going forward. This is a mess.
and I know y'all probably couldn't hear, but we was laughing hard.
No, we didn't see
So
you
if it-
laughing. We saw... We could play it again. I mean, why not? The girls were... After this whooping, right? You know, I have another video that's easier to see. Let me pull up the video that's easier to see, because because there's a video that's easier to see how they ran into the corner to assist the girl who never surfaced again. Right? Let's see if we could get that other video up. Give me one moment. I bet your comments up so you all can. Let's see.
Bro, you keep putting it.
Girl, y'all go. Come on.
Okay, so this is the video by Zoe. So let's take a look and see what we see in this video. Let's see. All right. So after the whooping, so she comes in. So they're doing their little rap. And then that's when she comes in and she starts whipping them, right?
Oh shit!
This is the original sound.
Sitting right here, I'm touching extra motherfucking loud in my motherfucking house. The fuck
And as you see, there are girls that go to the side and they never resurface.
What is wrong with you? You just making a sound. Give me a bell.
Where's the laughter? Where's the laughter?
Friend,
Where's the laughter?
are y'all okay? Friend, she's still in there? Friend, somebody come hang the phone up.
Okay, I want to see, where was the laughter? I heard breathing heavy. I saw looks of distress. People are asking why I don't show the unedited video. I don't show the unedited video because showing violence against children is against the terms of service on YouTube. Showing children in distress is against the terms of service. Her video was already taken down from Facebook and she decided to put it back up. That is the original audio. That's the original audio. So I want you to see, right? I just want you to see, right? She comes inside the room, right? I just take a look. Look at the look on this young lady's face. Is this the look of laughter? This is her daughter, the one that's standing to the side, 17. Is this the look of laughter? Does this look like laughter to you? I need you all to answer me and tell me if it looks like laughter. Does she look like she finds this funny, right? She's already been hit. So she's been hit with it already, right? She's been hit with it already. And she is recoiling because obviously it did hurt, right? Obviously, it did hurt. She's still recoiling. And look at her face. Look at the terror on her face. I just want you all to be able to see what it... do I need to make it larger for you all? Because I feel like you all are not seeing the terror. Look at the terror on her face. Does this look like somebody who thinks that this is funny? And now she's looming behind them on a live broadcast talking about, yeah, go ahead, tell them, you got a lot of meat, it don't hurt. Yeah. Let's continue. Let's see what more. So this is her video. Look, she's grabbing her legs. She's recoiling, grabbing her legs in a fetal position on the bed, right? Where's the laughter now?
Loud in my motherfucking house. The fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? Huh? Fuck is wrong with you? You just making a sound. Give me a bell.
And then she says, give me a belt. Look at her face when she's walking away. Look. Is this the face? Look, just look. Is this the face of a person? Is this laughter right here? Is this laughter? I need you to tell me if this is laughter. Look, is this laughter? Is that laughter? She's holding herself. Is that laughter? It's like it's easy to come out with someone looming over you now, talking about you got a lot of meat. They ain't nothing gonna hurt them. This thin belt. I mean, even to this day, people feel that black folks don't feel pain. Anyway, we'll go back to her video because there's more to see. There's a lot more to see. Let's. Oh my gracious. All right, so. Let's continue forward in this boondoggle.
Anybody have to say something, y'all can say it to our face, or you don't say it at all because we're not finna talk
All
about
that
this.
tagging CPS, bitch, I don't care if you call CPS, APS, BPS, DPS.
Because this is a good mother. This is a good mother.
Like, all them hoes can come. You can call DPD, bitch, HPD. I don't give a fuck. Like, facts, bitch. Like, what? Come to my inbox, bitch. You want my address? I give you bitch ass my
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again. Man, I give your bitch ass my address. Like, so what? Like,
and then you can pull up, then you can see what you about. Because if you talking over the internet, you're not really talking because you just want to talk just to get clout.
no.
Because
But
this is a
yeah.
good mother, and if she would have never done that,
then we would have still been cussing, and she wouldn't have, boy, you know how reckless it has to be if she didn't have no discipline, y'all dumb.
Exactly. And they don't get whoopings. That's the thing.
That's
They
what
never get whoopings. I got
We
little
don't.
kids don't even get whoopings. I got little kids that got the upstairs fucked up right now. Is they up there getting a whooping now? But if they don't have that room cleaned in 30 minutes, bitch, I could go live again beating their ass. Because I said clean the fuck up. Like, period.
and if anybody got a problem at it, y'all
So she is admitting that if they don't clean the room, they could get beat the F up. She is incriminating herself. This is too much. This is too much. Let's rewind. I laughed over the last portion. Listen.
In the 30 minutes, bitch, I could go live again beating their ass. Because I said clean the fuck up. Like, period.
and if anybody got a problem at it, y'all can pull up,
And fight.
and it's gonna be is what it is.
Am I pulling up to fight you all? What are they talking about? If anybody has a problem with you being whipped by your mother, they should then pull up so that you all can fight them. Do you all see the rationale? The people who are going to be pulling up, you could try to fight them if you want and become a hashtag, because somebody is going to be pulling up, all right? But the people who are going to be coming to pull up are going to be coming there to save you and get your mother into an anger management program or some parenting classes. Listen, she says she's willing to give out the address. So, look.
Because my auntie, I know dang gone well my auntie.
Bitch, I could go live again beating their ass. Because I said clean the fuck up. Like, period.
And if anybody got a problem at it, y'all can pull up,
And fight.
and it's gonna be is what it is.
It is what it
because my auntie, I know dang gone well my auntie is a good auntie and a good mother. Because if she didn't whoop us, then we wouldn't know how to act and we wouldn't know what to do. Because the way that we was cussing and how loud we was cussing, and when we got kids around, that is a bad influence. And she came upstairs. She came upstairs and she got on us because of what we was doing. And if y'all did not hear what she said inside the video, and y'all want to cuss extra loud with my kids inside the house.
So go back and really listen to the video because y'all really doing.
I'll go back and really suck a dick because we really don't give a fuck about y'all opinions. But we just really came up on this hoe to let y'all know, like, y'all ain't doing nothing. Like, we don't give a fuck about what the fuck y'all out there saying. If y'all ain't saying nothing fucking positive, we don't give a fuck. Bitch, ain't nobody lying, hyping up shit up. Oh, I don't know why y'all lying to that mom. That wasn't right. Oh, why y'all got the slave master mentality? Bitch, we were never in slavery, hoe.
And what y'all talking about? Because y'all really fans, because y'all really liking the video.
Y'all liking the video and y'all sharing the
fuck
video.
up. But y'all got so much to say, but y'all hyping us the fuck up.
And then you
Like
want to
what?
share it, and then you want to talk stuff, but then ain't you liking the video? You commenting on the video, so
And
don't do that.
Sharing it.
Sharing the video, so don't do that.
Tagging. Like, come on now, y'all weak as fuck. Y'all lame as fuck.
So just in case.
So now she's repeating the lyrics again. This is ratchetry. I don't understand what this
Y'all
is.
didn't know, yes, we is clearing up everything that's in the earth since y'all did not know what was going on. We, yes, is clearing everything since y'all think that we're over here, that she's over here trying to hurt us. She is not hurting us. She's teaching us a lesson, as a mother should do to any of her child. And if you don't do that to any of your
her
children,
child. This girl is 14 years old and can't conjugate to any of her child. Lord, she can't even, oh my God, mercy. What is the plural of child? I don't understand this. Oh my gracious. This is,
she is not hurting us. She's teaching us a lesson, as a mother should do to any of her child. And if you don't do that to any of your children,
That's
then
why
you're
your
a
children
bad
act
mother.
like they act.
Then you must be from the suburbs and you must be white, because if you're not black and you're not
she said you must be from the suburbs and you must be white. Wait. So is the whooping race related or nah? So the mother getting sexy back there, hair flipped and everything. So she's like, we ain't never been in slavery, but is this whipping race related or no? This is the part that just doesn't make any sense. So you must be from the suburbs, you people who have a problem with abuse. Oh my Lord, let's continue. This is
any of her child. And if you don't do that to any of your children,
That's
then
why
you
your
is a
children
bad
act
mother.
like they act.
Then you must be from the suburbs and you must be white. Because if you're not black and you're not whooping your children like that,
That boy was live.
If you black, if you not.
And then what the fuck? Even if like somebody said, I don't know why she mad. They trying to get you out the hood, bitch. First of all, I do not stay in the hood.
We do not stay in the hood.
Bitch. We don't stay in no motherfucking hood. You dumb fuck.
We stay in the suburbs. What is y'all talking about?
I thought you said suburbians people don't whip their children. Listen, or the blood clot. What are they talking about? What this is? They you know what? They need to have less whippings because there's some jarbling going on. Oh my gracious! So which is it?
Bitch, first of all, I do not stay in the hood.
We do not stay in the hood.
Bitch, we don't stay in no motherfucking hood. You dumb fuck.
We stay in the suburbs. What is y'all talking about?
Hold on. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey.
Imagine these people as your neighbors in the suburbs. Listen.
Bro, y'all lame as fuck. Like all you weak ass
Again?
motherfuckers out here. And
Because y'all the main one watching
Y'all
it.
can tag, like, and share this bitch. You hear me? And yeah,
See?
so you can go on Instagram and DL Huli and whoever the fuck else got anything else they want to motherfucking say. They can see what the fuck we got to motherfucking say because we don't give a fuck. Now y'all can tell them y'all like they lame as fuck.
Yeah, and y'all is. Ain't he said again?
Y'all can see.
Oh.
We can call
We can say it.
Yeah, cuss ass.
Y'all bitches lame as fuck.
This is. This is what are we watching? So, this is what, please come save me. Somebody please come save me. What is it that we are looking at? What did we just watch? There's more. So, she walks away and says, y'all lame as F, right? And says, you could say it. And they like, yeah, what my Annie said. And she's like, y'all lame. They say, can we say it? Can we say it? And then now she gives them the go-ahead to be like, let me let her rip now. Let me let her rip. This is, so now they happy now. They saying it. The same words that they were saying up in the room, now all of a sudden they got the leeway. Oh my gracious, what is happening? Let's dive back in to this mess. Oh my gracious, let's go.
And y'all is. Ain't he said again?
Y'all can see.
Oh.
We can call
We can say it.
Yeah, cuss ass.
Y'all bitches lame as fuck. Yeah.
Now, bitch, let that go. Let that go viral. Yeah, now she let them on her and shit. They telling y'all, you bitches
Lame as fuck.
Listen. This is ridiculous. I just want you all to see the mental unwellness, the cognitive dissonance, the inability to be able to maintain a cohesive thought, the hypocrisy of it all. Now they out here. This is we gotta rewind that part so you can see it again. This, Annie, we could say it.
y'all can see.
Oh.
We can call
We can say it.
Yeah, cuss ass.
Y'all bitches lame as fuck. Yeah.
Now, bitch, let that go. Let that go viral. Yeah, now she let them on her and shit. They telling y'all, you bitches
Lame as fuck.
period, bitch.
Now don't do that, cause you see my auntie, you see us. So when you see us, you see her. When you see her,
her,
you see me.
us.
So
what's
don't do
really good?
So what's really good, and don't do that, cause if you ever try to come for my auntie, and if you ever try to come for us three, then you really got a problem ahead of us. Because my mama had gave her consent, and my mama don't really care, cause my mama is a good mother, my father is a good father, and anybody that has children, and if you whoop your children for even cussing around you,
then you a good parent. But if you don't, you let your some people let their kids cuss them out. So please don't come for my mama.
Because it's a respect thing. It's a respect thing. And if you don't have respect, then there's no reason for you to be a mother. Because if you let your children cuss around you,
how 20-year-old is you finna sit up in there and cuss? Facts, bitch. It's called discipline. Did you graduate high school?
Oh yeah, with a diploma at Dunkerville.
high school.
Facts. And TME, bitch, like, get the fuck out of here,
And
y'all.
I made all state. Stop playing.
Stop playing with us, bitch. Lack of parenting, bitch. Y'all suck a dick.
What is TME? Please tell me that's a college, because if he's 20 and they're bragging about graduating from high school, I don't understand. You're supposed to graduate from college at 21. I don't understand. You still bragging about having a high school diploma? I don't understand this. Let's continue going forward. This thing is furrowing my brow. We're going to check the apples in a moment. I need a break from this. I'm refreshing to see if the apples have come in because the sound is off after 10. Let's just catch that last sentence and go.
Like, get the fuck out of here,
And
y'all.
I made all state. Stop playing.
Stop playing with us, bitch. Lack of parenting, bitch. Y'all suck a dick and die slowly, hoe.
She said slowly.
Cause y'all really doing too much. Y'all really coming for us for what?
I'm so tired of going. I woke up this morning looking at all that weak ass shit on Instagram. I thought I was like, damn, yeah, we viral. Fuck that shit, bitch. You hoes got 1,000 things, negative things to say, and 1,000 positive things to say. Bitch, keep your comments to yourself. Go put a dick in your mouth and choke on that hoe, and then you won't have nothing to say.
At all. And you can die while doing it.
Bitch.
Period.
So now you see they're repeating her talking points, and you can die while doing it. So remember, they thought it was funny. They were like, ha, ha, ha. She said you could suck on a D and die. So now they're repeating it. So when she asked the question earlier, where do your children learn profanity? She's like, they learn it from the internet. They are parroting your talking points. It's like...
Train your kids not to cuss y'all and go do something.
Yeah, because imagine I can only imagine what y'all kids doing. Y'all want to sit down and talk to them. Okay,
Because y'all want to be
friends
friends with y'all kids. Y'all want to be friends with y'all kids. That's wrong with y'all parents today. Y'all don't do no self-discipline. Y'all try to be friends. Y'all try to fit in with other
Why does she keep
parents.
calling it self-discipline? Oh my gosh. Why is she calling it self-discipline? Corporal punishment is not self-discipline. Why is no one correcting her? This is irritating me. I'll go back. I'm sorry.
That's wrong with y'all parents today. Y'all don't do no self-discipline. Y'all try to be friends. Y'all try to fit in with other parents and try to fit in with social media. Stop being friends with y'all kids, because friends with y'all kids gonna lead you somewhere and let your kids run over you. Your kids don't need to run over you, first of all. You should have self-respect for your parents. You should treat your elders as God say. A disobedient child may shorten their days. So if you shorten your days by being disobedient, a mother, you should respect your mother and thy father, as it says in the Bible. And if you don't,
the Bible say, spare the rod, spoil the child.
So we're gonna spare that belt and beat that child.
You hear me? Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Amen. Bitch. Fuck. Y'all thought this was.
Y'all be coming for what, but y'all fans, because y'all keep hyping the video up and resharing it. If it went to all these...
Sure, weak ass bitches, sure this.
Because y'all weird. Y'all really up here still liking the video, so please don't do this.
Y'all still watching, y'all still like it. Like, this house so motherfucking viral, nigga. Y'all still like it, y'all still tag it, y'all still sharing it.
Because
if you sharing it all over the place, like,
because if y'all mad, just say that because you did not get posted out over the platform.
If y'all didn't go viral and y'all mad,
Just say that. Cause very much wasting our time over here giving you our breath and time. Don't do that. Cause we're not finna do that. Because if y'all have anything negative, any concerns, any bad things that y'all need to say it to our face, or don't even say it at all, because we're not even finna give our breath and time for anybody that's over the internet. Because if you got anything to say about
so you can pull up or meet somewhere and we're gonna beat you up.
and that's on God. And we gonna do a one-on-one. And any nigga or girl that wanna
I ain't no one on
jump,
one. We jumping your bitch.
and anybody that wanna jump, oh, then you get knocked out, and it's just that. But like we said, we don't talk, we get active.
We get active and we gonna jump. Oh well.
Kaya, what you got upstairs?
I'll take you to the mace for you, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What I got?
I'm good and safe.
For your bitch ass what?
And extra guns that she clean every day. I mean, wait, bullets, them, yeah. Yeah, no fingerprints, no face, no case, no body.
And please don't call the police, because I really record y'all, put y'all so
And she got
y'all
the
go viral
Yeah.
for calling the police, because y'all talking too much. I've been waiting to pop these
Y'all don't
girls
even
out,
know
so
us.
please ain't
Y'all don't even know us. Like, that's the thing. Like, y'all don't even know us. Y'all just got so much negative to say. Like, how about you go on my page and check my parenting out, period, and then come back and be like, oh, yeah, we went out down her page. We saw. Bitch, you can't. You can't. Like, ever can't. I didn't even post this bitch for you weak-ass motherfuckers to see. Bitch, and go make it go viral. I just posted a bitch like, God, these kids really tried me. Let me show them how these kids tried me. Because anybody
And how she get down.
not finna try me.
And
but
how
they
she get
tried
down.
me, and this is what they consequence was for sitting up there like they some grown-ass motherfuckers. Even grown people in my house can't cuss unless you my man. Or my friends coming over. My son's 20 years old. But not. Word. What the fuck? Word.
Because it's
I'm
called
on his
respect.
ass. Yeah, that's all it is. Teaching the kids they need to learn to respect not only me, but when they don't respect me, they not respecting themselves. Then if that, what if I would post a video of my kids cussing me out? Then what you hoes would have had to say?
Oh, then y'all would have been like, oh, then what type of mother you is? You let your kids cuss you
I
out
would have
like
went
that?
upside their head. I would have did it. Then you would have been talking about all the shit that you would have did. But when they sit up there cussing,
you a bad
and I whoop
parent.
their ass with this, hold on,
With that little belt,
thin ass belt.
little belt, big
You
wear.
got something to say. This hoe ain't even leather. This hoe pleather, nigga. Fuck out of here. Y'all what? Y'all got what to say? Why?
She said, please.
That's
It
funny.
ain't even leather. They mad and they ain't even leather. Bitch, I hit you hoes.
Period.
Shit. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Now feel free to like, tag, and share this video because bitch, we got to cook because we gotta eat.
Yeah.
And them hoes. All right. So now let's continue to get into it. Right? I'm sorry. This is a lot. You know, I'm gonna grab these apples. I see that there's some apples that have come in. Listen. This is her page right here. Her name is Angel Neal. She is in Dallas, Texas. She is from Tampa, Florida, right? And we're going to go through her page. We're going to go through her page because there's a lot to see here. There's a lot to see. We're going to go piece by through what it is that we see on her page. This is a lot to take in. What is that we hear? Hey.
All right. Whew, thank you for saving me from all of that. We have some apples that have come in. Let's read. Oh wow, there's a lot of apples that have come in. My gosh. My gosh. Sharice says, Tanya, you're a mess. I was on my way to sleep. Oh, ain't no sleeping over here, child, when the story is breaking. Child, I feel you, but you wake up, get up, stand up. Molly sends $1 and says 100 facts. All right. Sharice came back and sent $5 and said sad and toxic. She calls them profanity. Listen, I don't know. There's so much. There's so much in here. She sends $3 and says ignorance is bliss. My ears hurt. And she had the dust storm long before we turned it on over here. Erica sends 5 and says Duncanville is not the suburbs. They're delusional. I'm sorry. It was the Duncanville statement that made you finally know that they're delusional. We got people up there. Listen, their delusion was, but thank you for letting us know that and confirming that for us. Tawana sends $1 and says she allowed them to be disrespectful in the comments. Oh, really? So I didn't even read the comments on the page. Deborah sends $4 and says, single black women, no man. She needs education and support. There's a video of her on the page with a man in it. We're going to go through her page. Keisha sends $6 and says, what in the MLK street is this? Oh, girl, you know something? I know what you're talking about, because in the United States, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard is always in the worst part of the hood. That's how they set it up in this country. Keisha sends $6 and, oh, that was Keisha. What in the MLK street is this? Just sad? Okay, we just saw that. All right. Tawana says she allows them to curse out adults in the comments. Really? Oh, we're going to have to look at the comments then. I wasn't expecting that. In the comments, she is confusing me. Wow. I didn't know that that's how it was going down over there. How interesting. Keisha sends 6 and says, Mom is doing the opposite of damage control. Oh, no, she's confessing her crimes live and on air. This was a mess. Deborah sends 6 and says, leave the children in the home, therapy for all. You know, listen, there definitely needs to be an intervention. Zahara sent $2 and says, I lost about 50 brain cells. You know what? When it comes to neuroplasticity, I wonder if it does go in reverse. So let's go ahead and go through her page now, because this is a lot. This is a lot. So her name is Angel Neal. She's in Dallas, and let's get this screen a little bit smaller so that we can be able to see. Oh, you know what? We need to show the statute in Texas. We need to show the statute in Texas. So these are pictures of her, I suppose, you know, when she's looking her best, right? And I guess she's a Leo. Lord of mercy, right? Then she says on her page, I feel my hand. This was 2 days ago. I feel my hand shaking. I'ma pop the shit out of somebody real soon. Tread lightly and them facts. Let's continue. And then it was 3 days ago that she posted. It was July 18th. She posted the video we just saw, which is this one right here. Then we go on down, and this is the video. So she's, you know, promoting, you know, real D. Hell Hughley, and you heard her talking about that in her last video, because, you know, she wanted the next video to go viral of her, you know, letting them cuss and all that other stuff, right? So D.L. Hughley reposted. So I guess they happy about the little shine that they getting, right? His video got 102,000 views. So I guess they were happy about that. Now, this is the video. So she's showing the different sites that it was posted up on, right? And then this is the video that we got. Oh, no. This is somebody else's video mocking the girl's whipping. Hold on. I'll make it smaller. Oh, okay. So I'll do this. So basically this person is mocking the whipping that they received. So they made a video mocking and they put this up like it was funny. They laughing because they think that the reenactment of so they reposting people mocking the girls getting beat. So they're reposting it. They think it's funny, right? Please do not post links on my platform. I'm going to start blocking you. Don't post links on my platform. So July 17th, she said, man, me and these damn kids done went hella viral. Mark ain't stopping shit. They asked on Dallas Global TV. And so she was like, now run this shit back because Facebook lame as F. And then she's giving her IG page and stuff like that. And then she has talking about when that first blunt of weed is so good. So she's showing some what she considers to be funny videos or lame about weed and stuff. And then this is her. This is...
Because I'm finna be out this bitch. Thank you. Because I'm trying to go. I'm about to be up out this bitch. I ain't even playing. And I ain't coming back for a while. They better hope I even come back today, period. 'Cause I'm about sick of their ass. Everybody in this bitch. It's time for me to go. Sick of it. Okay. Because I'm ready to go. Thank you. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go before I punch kids in their motherfucking faces. And before I cut the fucking shit out of this nigga. I'm ready to go. Somebody come get me. Oh, you on your way. My bad.
July 16th, I'm actually crazy, y'all. I be picturing myself fighting so many of y'all. Then this is her, July 14th.
I'm mad because I ain't even get no gifts yet. Because my people, whenever I call them and I be like, y'all know my birthday, they be like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Get up. Hey, Ashley. How the restaurant coming, baby?
Oh, my God. And then this is July 13th.
Show it. Show it.
Atrocity. And then she's showing some...
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh, God, I didn't click. I'm trying to get away. I haven't clicked on some stuff. Green macaroni and cheese? I don't even know what is going on. This is a lot. So you all said that the kids were cussing people out in the comments. And people were like, this is called discipline. Oh, my gracious. All right, that's some singing something. This is her on here with some man in the thing. First time we seen her actually looking a little happy. I don't know. Then July 11th, let's start these TikToks again. So I guess they've been trying to go viral for a
Jimmy
minute.
has 2 apples, listen, I'm not playing. 2.
All right. And people think because you be chilled that you soft, nigga. I'm protecting you, not me. I know how far I'ma take this shit. Facts. And then there's photos of her getting ready to go out. Oh. And this is exhausting. Not your bitch is the words on her shirt. Then I guess she got her nails done in Duncanville, the suburbs, not suburbs. And then this is her, I guess, dressed with her fuzzy slippers. I just, y'all, lack of sex caused this, and Ronald McDonald beating people up. Bro, I'm overly dead.
Happy Valentine's, everybody.
All right, just little jokes and stuff. Here she go giving a PSA July 3rd. Let's continue. What is this?
My birthday today, because I got more pressing shit to talk about. Motherfuckers, understand this. If you come in my inbox and I do not know you, I am not obligated to respond to you. Even if I know you, I'm still not obligated to respond to you. It's okay. Facebook is not a dating app. It is not. It is simply for entertainment. Like, this is common sense. It was like, well, don't what we do. We both block y'all.
Oh my God. This is exhausting. This is exhausting. So I guess she was going out with her fancy clothes on in Duncanville. Oh, she got the lace front on and the contacts and the filter. And now she in the bed making videos. What is this?
Yeah. I want to go to the sex store for my second day of my birthday. Anybody want to come with me?
Just listen, I'm just going through randomly. This is the stuff. I need a sex store buddy. Anybody want to go? But Facebook not a dating app, right? You wondering why people in your inbox? You just gave out the invite. Oh, the blood, fire, Lord of mercy. What the fire? What is going on? Cheese and bread. This just doesn't make any sense. I'm confused right now. This is my mother effing birthday month. She's smoking in the dark.
One of the things that I want is, if you know me, you know my celebrity crush is Kevin. That's my celebrity crush. That's who I want. Who you want?
Who got the Kevin?
Oh,
Mama, he got.
Wait, the babies are up listening to. I'm sorry, the dust. The dust on the page is too much. What the fuck? Can somebody please get me a ticket to Kevin Gates' concert for my... Oh my God, help me. I guess there's no more to see. Or I've been blocked, and maybe they got the word out. Maybe they got the word out that we looking, because it went down and can't scroll no more. This is it. Oh God. I don't even know if I should open up the phone lines. Go ahead, like, subscribe. Look, let's run this commercial real quick. Let me try to get myself together and see what we're gonna say about this. Should we open the phone lines? Tell me. I'm gonna look at your comments as I play. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now you can show up early with the Tech Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Tech Squad today for just $1.99 a month US and Canada, or $22 a year if you pay in advance, $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance. You'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/text. I couldn't get my energy back up. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't get it back up. I'm sorry. I tried. Well, you know what? Let's see if this gets it back up. Oh my goodness. Listen. Shelly sends $10 and says $10 for her to put her child in speech therapy. You know what? Listen, there's a lot that needs to go on over there, but I don't want to make it about them. I really want to get these girls some help. Deborah sends $5 and says, a man, but not dad. He may be eating, farting, slumming. I don't know what we're talking about right here. A man, but not dad. You're talking about the father for the children. Yeah, that is an interesting question. But we know how it goes nowadays. Chandria sends $1 and says, the kids are far too gone and belong with her at this point. Lord have mercy. Child. Listen. Erica sends $1 and says she's a menace to society. Lord have mercy. Let's make our argument about the situation, not about the people. Listen, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Let's read the Texas statute. Oh my God. All right. This is the Texas statute for what constitutes abuse in the state of Texas. I'm sorry. I'm exhausted at this point. I'm just exhausted. I'm sorry. This is so, oh my goodness. All right. So let's get this. I'm sorry. I'm just exhausted. That whole thing exhausted me. Let's read about what constitutes abuse in the state of Texas, right? Corporal punishment is legal in Texas as a form of child discipline. Continue to hear. However, almost all physical child abuse begins with the intent of corporal punishment. Texas law regarding the limits of corporal punishment needs clarification in statute. What we're going to do is we're going to read a little bit more about, it says that the Texas Family Code include definition of reasonable physical discipline and proposes the following concepts that could be incorporated into a definition: does not result in injury, is delivered to a child over the age of 2 with the intent of correcting the child's behavior. They're going to give further clarification because the ages are between 2 and 12. We're going to read that a little bit further below. Excludes all body parts except for the buttocks and exclude aggressive acts such as kicking, throwing, shaking, or any act resulting in interrupted breathing, having a guided definition of discipline. So we're going to go forward because there's 4 pages of this, but I need you all to see. Listen here. Okay. All right, here we go. The discipline must be by a parent, must be delivered to a child between 2 and 12, must be educational to the child, must be minor and transitory, must not use objects or involve hitting the head, must not be the result of a parent's own anger, and must not be demeaning or harmful. All right. Listen. You cannot use an object like a belt or something to whip them with. They must be between the ages of 2 and 12. She admitted that the children were between the ages of 14 and 17, and that 2 of them were not her own children, that they were her nieces, and 1 was her child. It's pretty clear to me, because I skimmed this. If there's anything that I missed, I skimmed it before the broadcast because I just wanted to see what Texas said about it. Right? And so if there's something that I missed, by all means, let me see. Hold on. Was I reading that wrong? Hold on. Because I saw the word Canada. All right. Okay, it says, for example, in Canada, the Supreme Court decided on 7 criteria that would determine reasonable discipline. Okay, so what we just read, listen, was for Canada. I would love if we could get more information about the actual statutes in the state of Texas, right? Because are there protections for children in Texas? Look, phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. I want to hear from you all. 323-488-3149. Oh my goodness. This is stunning. This is actually stunning. I want to hear what your thoughts were about this whole entire situation, the follow-up, everything. This whole thing, I can understand why you all are exhausted in the comment section. I understand. Her child was 17. She whooped her nieces. She used the belt. She was angry, etc. Yeah, but you know what? Upon further investigation, it shows that those were the 7 statutes that were created in Canada. So let's see. You're on the air live. Bear with me just one moment. I'm about to read the Cash Apps. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. So Renee sends $1 and says, Lucifer, Satan, and the devil. Oh, Lord, you're so funny. And then L says, this woman is a thug. I cannot. Listen. I don't know what is going on. It's very interesting. And Deborah says, screen name, ask Tarot if amen to lead Queen Nanny. I don't understand what we're talking about right there. Let's get back to the call. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
My name is Dee Dee.
Hi, Dee Dee. What is your feedback or comment about this whole boondoggle?
Okay. Okay, first I want to say I'm glad I finally got through. And you look great, and I love your show.
Thank you.
Earlier, I was a little more in my feelings. I was a little more triggered. I'm glad I missed the video from the broadcast earlier, but I did see what she did on this broadcast, and I see some people in the comments defending it and claiming that they turned out all right because they got beat. And then I also was relating to the guy who talked about his relationship with his mom and how she has boundary issues and stuff like that, and I kind of relate, but me and my mom's relationship is kind of I don't know how to describe it, but it's a lot different now that I'm an adult. But I did grow up in an abusive household. Some people seem to think that if you don't beat your kids, then the police will do it, but the police will do it anyway. And I have me and all of my siblings were abused, and I have one that is dead and another one is doing 26 years in jail. So I don't think that hitting kids is ever going to do what these people think it's going to do. It's just going to make your kids resent you, and they're not going to want to see you or deal with you when they get older, and they don't have to.
Yeah.
But I guess some of these people, I don't know, it seems to be Black people seem to think that they own children, and they seem to feel like children are like property or like not real people or something. And so until this like collective attitude changes, because what people don't understand is how you treat people in their childhood, it's the shortest time of our life, but it affects the entire rest of our life. I'm still dealing with and healing from things that happened to me when I was 10, and I'll be 34 next week. It is not a game the way these people are treating these children, and I really need these people to find other ways to so-called discipline their children besides hitting and whooping and cussing them out.
Yeah. Well,
so that's my message.
Thank you so much.
My mom is lucky, I'd say, because we love her anyway, and she does a lot more for me now in my adulthood, and she hugs and kisses me and tells me she loves me way more than she ever did when I was a kid. Kid me could have totally used that, but I enjoy it now. But if I were to hold on to the anger that I once had, I don't know. I don't know.
You still sound pretty angry,
so. Say that again.
You still sound pretty angry, with good reason.
Do I? I probably am to a degree. My mom definitely can trigger me. There are times where things can get really chaotic very quickly because I have a low tolerance for abusive behavior now that I'm an adult, but that doesn't mean my mom won't try me. So if she does try me, then things can go south very quickly. And sometimes I have to remind her who my mom is, which I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, you raised me, so you should know the type of temperament I have because we are a lot alike. And so I don't know why sometimes I feel like she tries me, test my gangster, so to speak. But I really try not to go there with her because,
what do you
she's
mean?
had the cancer.
So wait, so you get aggressive with your mother now?
I will. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not. I'm not.
When you say you will get aggressive with your mother, what do you mean by that?
Okay, I'll give an example. There was a time where we were driving. I won't get into the whole situation of why she was upset, but it was not reasonable. And she was cussing at me and hitting me while I was driving on the highway. And I had children in the back seat too. And so I was just trying to get her home. I tried to call the police to meet me at her house before we got there because I feel like it's a lose-lose situation. If I fight my mom, it's a lose-lose. If my mom beats my ass, it's a lose-lose. It's just a lose-lose situation. I don't want to go there, but she's steady hitting me and cursing at me and trying to punch me in the car. And, after a certain point, I become triggered, and now this can turn into a very bad situation. And then later on, I'll feel bad about it. But in that moment, I can't allow what was done to me as a child to ever be done to me now as an adult. I can't allow it. I just can't.
Why? So your mother is still trying to hit you as an adult and punch on you while you're driving?
If she is having a moment, absolutely.
When you say having a moment, is it dementia related?
I don't know. I really feel like it's probably some undiagnosed stuff going on because my mom probably has more trauma than I have. So, I take that into account too. But I think it just might be some undiagnosed things going on sometimes, to be honest.
Okay. Wow.
But either way,
thank you so much
I've been
for sharing your
with,
story.
BPD.
Oh, so you have bipolar disorder as well?
No, not bipolar, borderline. But I think my mom might be bipolar. But
wait, you have borderline personality disorder?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Among other things, but I'm doing okay. I'm feeling much better this year than I was last year. So I'm just,
How interesting.
I'm happy
is BPD, is it genetic? Is it passed down? Or does trauma bring it on?
It could be, but it's mine probably stems from childhood trauma. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Thank
Have a
you
great
for
evening.
listening. And I just want to leave these women in the comments with, again, especially the way you guys are treating your black daughters and thinking that you're going to beat the sexuality out of them. You're not. They're only going to end up hating you. So please start trying to find a different way to deal with human beings who you grew inside of your body and brought to this earth.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
You too.
Okay. The phone lines are open. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Nichelle.
Hi, Nichelle. So what is your comment this evening?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Fine, thank you. What's your comment?
My comment is with Texas. I currently live here in Texas. I've been here since I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to discipline in Texas, I feel like it has a, I want to say, old school mentality. I have family members who are cops. I have friends who are cops. And I have always been told in the state of Texas, you can spank your children until they're 18. I don't know if the laws have changed since then or what. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. But so that's the only thing my 2 cents is. With the mother, I have gotten spanked my childhood, but at least my mother explained to me why I was getting spanking. She also really didn't cuss around me. Only time she cussed is when I did something really, really bad, and that's how I knew I was in trouble. But that's not really about it. So this mother or aunt or whatever she is sitting here spanking these girls on camera and then turning around and letting them cuss, it just blows my mind. It really does.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. How are you going to have it? It's kind of like you can't, I don't know. It's just you can't have it both ways. You can't.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange. So she whipped them for cussing on camera and then allowed them to cuss on camera. It's just, what was the whipping for then?
Exactly. Like with my children, I like if me and my husband having a conversation, we normally leave the cuss words out, or we use like the first letter of it, or we take certain things out of the conversation with our kids around. Now, I'm not saying if we've been at a family gathering, our kids heard us cuss or something like that. But to constantly have cussing in front of your kids and then turn around and get mad because they're cussing, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So that's just my 2 cents.
This is a deep situation. Thank you so much for calling in.
No problem.
Yeah, this is a lot. And there's some apples that have come in. T says, what you read about Texas is 100. Canada was an example. All right. So I don't know. Is it for Texas, or I guess people will know if we in a few days whether or not we see, that the situation has progressed. Kelly sends 444 with your angel numbers and says the kids are trying to impress their abuser. Sad as it is in Stockholm situation. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name? You are on the air live with Tanya. You hear me through the headset, right?
I think so. Well,
be ready to talk when you call in. It's as simple as that. You can hear me through your handset on your ears. So be ready to talk when you call in. Phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. Call in, give your point of view about what it is that we're talking about this evening. This whole situation is stunning to me, and it's just a perfect example of how a person can be so embedded in the mire. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name? I need you all to be ready to talk when you get on the line. We already know the rules of the broadcast. You cannot listen to there's a delay. You need to talk through the phone. It's as simple as that. If you call and I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. So, phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I had a question to underline the subject.
Mm-hmm.
The question goes, can you define where is the line drawn between what is abuse, physical abuse and mental abuse, and what is actual spanking and punishment, where the difference lies?
Well, I guess, are you talking about a personal opinion or what the law
Anybody,
states?
not just in any case, in what situation, in any situation.
Yeah, first of all, when it comes to me, I'm not for corporal punishment, period. I'm not for corporal punishment. I feel that we need to be able to talk with our children, that we need to be able to find other ways of discipline that do not involve violence. I feel that when you introduce violence in, that it becomes a very slippery slope, just like the thing that we read, that abuse in most cases, starts with the intent to discipline. And so there are different states that have different statutes for what constitutes abuse in that state. Some places say that the abuse happens when you frighten your child. Other places say that abuse happens when you leave a mark. Other places say that the abuse happens depending on which part of their body you hit them on and in what way. So why do you ask?
Well, because in my personal experience, going back to a really young age, was around 5 or 6, I had the opportunity to experience 2 different types of spanking that I remembered for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. One came from a great-grandparent, and one came from a teacher in a preschool that was hiding the abuse, but she was able to get away with it for some time. And I was one of her number 1 victims.
Oh, wow. I don't know if there's any way that you can have a conversation with a person in your state to see if there's some sort of discovery that can be done about what happened to you. And I'm sorry.
It was done in a different country, so.
Oh. Wow.
But I just wanted to use it as a teachable moment, the difference between the two.
Okay, so what are you going to teach right now?
Well, when my great-grandparent did it, she wasn't angry. Her voice was very calm. She was gentle. She explained to me every single step of what I did wrong. I could tell that she even felt pain in herself to do it, and she did it very gently, and she didn't cause me too much physical harm, but she did it in a disciplined way. Plus, it was her last resort, so I could feel that she loved me. But when this teacher did it, they used to hide from parents that she was abusing on their kids. She did it with a lot of anger. She did it with a lot of aggression. And she did it with a lot of blackmail, with a lot of threats. And her anger was really high when she did it. And when she finally did it, her anger lowered down. But this teacher was really crazy in many other ways, because what she was trying to beat out of me and other kids was compassion, which made no sense whatsoever.
Which country was this?
Ukraine.
Oh. Was the school a religious school?
No, public kindergarten. Just back then when I was little, you were still allowed to hit children a little bit. But
did
not
you ever
to the
tell
point
your
that
parents?
she did it. She overdid it. What?
Were you ever able to tell your parents?
Oh, yeah, they did find out about it, but she lied to them every time, just like the other 3 kids that were the main victims besides myself. It was 4 of us.
And there were no
2
marks
boys and
that were
2 girls.
left on you?
She would find a way to make up stories. She would always come up with something. Plus, well, she didn't teach all the days, so the school would promise to replace her. She only taught part-time, but they never did. I guess eventually, I got to visit it as a teenager, and eventually I found out that something did happen to her, that she lost her job eventually, or she had to transfer to a different place. But I don't know what was that with that story. All I know is that when I was there, when she was there on my days, and the other children, she did it to us because she had teachable moments, and she would, in those teachable moments, to try to scare us, she would make fun of people with disabilities, people of a different color, of a different background. She'd try to scare us that she would turn us into that, or she'd find a witch that would turn. She would just make up some crazy, crazy stuff. And I was one of the few children that would stand up and be like, no, you don't. You can't make fun of those people. That's not nice. And I remember she used to say to me, she's like, I will teach you how not to be like that. Guess what? She never beat compassion out of me. It didn't work.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Well, you know what? Thank you so
But
much for sharing.
what did work is that when my mother cut it, that it was too much, she didn't take me to the days that teacher taught. She took me out of the class and kept me home in the days she taught.
Oh, how did she know when she was teaching? She would drive up, see her there, and then drive back?
There were certain days. They were schedule
Oh,
written.
okay.
There were certain days. There was only, out of 5 days a week, there was only 2 that she had, 2 or sometimes 3. So I remember
And your mother
staying
never
home
confronted her?
Well, this is, like I said, it's a different country, different rules back then. I think it was still communist back then when I was small, because that ended like maybe when I was like grade school.
Got you. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you.
So my teachable moment was the intonation of their voice.
All right. So we appreciate you all calling in. Thank you. The phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. This is just wow. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, this is Kiki.
Hi, Kiki. What is your comment?
My comment, first of all, I'm in Texas.
Okay.
I live in the area where this lady, I don't live in the area, but I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I know the area that she lives in. Yeah, I know women, quite a few women that talk like her, act like her. It's nothing too unusual. I mean, I'm originally from Michigan, but I've been here for like over 20 years. But what I originally was going to say is that the way I grew up is I could have went down that path, like of her daughters. Like I could see my life going to that path, but my grandmother actually took me away from my parents. When I was a kid, I was like 3 or 4 years old. My parents were real young. And so they were kind of neglectful. And they were also hooked on drugs. And then I was just left sometimes at different people's houses. And it actually took my grandmother stepping up to actually come and fight for me and fight for custody of me. As I got older, like around 5 or 6, I was required to visit my real parents. And it was such a difference, but there was a lot of yelling. There was a lot of screaming, a lot of hollering, a lot of me getting snatched up, whooped, and all of that. And as a kid, I lived 5 years with my grandmother, which was nothing but love. You know, my grandmother was a strong black woman, and it was nothing but love. But then to go over to a whole nother situation where you're being screamed at and cussed at and called bees at 5, 6 years old. Yes, it was shocking. It was jarring to me. And I'm thinking, like, what nightmare have I been dropped into? And then I have brothers, half brothers, who have different mothers. They were actually raised, they had my father in their life, and they had their mothers. And their mothers were in and out of jail, and their mothers yelled and screamed and beat them. They are in prison. Both of my brothers are in prison. They've been in and out of jail all their lives. My life, because I was raised by my grandmother, went a different way. I went to college. I got married. I have 2 kids now. And like when I think about kids like, you know, like Michaela and stuff like that, I think to myself, I could have been that girl.
Yeah.
I could have been, if I was left in that situation with my real parents,
Yeah.
that could have been me. It's heartbreaking when I see stuff like this.
Yeah.
It kills me because if I didn't have a loving person to really go to court and fight for me and take me away from especially my father's side of the family, they're in and out of jail.
Mm.
I have cousins that were taken away from my aunts because they were horribly abused and neglected. My dad was horribly abused by his mother. So if my grandmother, who I call my mother, she didn't break that generational curse by taking me out of that situation. And even though all her kids were grown and she had her own life to live, but she understood that she wasn't going to leave her granddaughter to the
Yeah,
wolves,
I feel
so to
you.
speak.
I remember screaming at the TV watching the Gabrielle, oh, I forget his last name, Gabriel Mendez case. They
Yes.
had it on, and no one came to save him. That story is so heartbreaking. I'm glad that your grandmother did come to save you. Thank you so much for calling in and giving your point of view.
Yes, no problem. Love you.
Love you too. Love you too. All right, listen, I did not mean to hang up that last phone call. I did not mean to. I was already in the motion when I had pressed the applause. I did not, and I did not know that you all caught that. I tried to keep going, but you all are making your comments. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hi, Tanya. I'm Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
Yes, Cheryl. Just like Cheryl, except with the J.
Okay, Gerald. Okay, so Gerald, I'm going to ask you to just hold on for just one moment. Someone sent me a link. I'm sorry, someone sent me a link to what constitutes abuse in the state of Texas. So give me just one moment. All right, so we're going to look at this this document real quick. So somebody sent this and said this is how they describe abuse in the state of Texas, right? Because we know that we're talking about this woman who is in the state of Texas. And so it says an unfortunate side effect of the pandemic and our government's response to it has been an increase in occurrences of child abuse. While many of us have an understanding of what child abuse is, some of you who read this blog post may have questions about the specifics. Does child abuse cover instances where a child has been hit or otherwise hurt by an adult who is responsible for their care? Can child abuse, so not what it isn't, I want to find out what it is. How does the state of Texas define abuse in conjunction with CPS investigation? This seems like the most logical place to start our discussion. All right, the Texas Family Code defines abuse as including certain acts that a person can commit. Oh, let me scroll down a little so you can see that a person can commit or omissions that could have been done that cover abuse. Right off the bat, we see that mental or emotional injuries to a child that results in an observable and material impairment in that child's growth, development, or psychological functioning are defined as abuse. Immediately, we can tell that there does not need to be marked on a child's bruises for a court potentially found that you have abused your little one. There's an old saying that sometimes most deep scars are bruises that can't be seen, and that is no more true than when it comes to mental or emotional injuries to a child. Next, if you were to cause permanent child, now we get to actual physical injuries. The Texas Family Code state that a physical injury to your child that results in substantial harm to the child or the genuine threat of substantial harm from physical injury to the child is counted as abuse in Texas. This would include an injury that varies from the history or explanation given and excludes accidents or reasonable discipline. Basically, what the Texas Family Code states regarding this matter is that if the explanation that you gave to law enforcement or child protective service varies with the actual injury sustained. All right. Well, you know what? This is interesting. What are your thoughts on what it is that we've heard? We're going to jump back over to the phone lines. So thank you so much for holding. You are on the air live. Tell us your name.
Hi, Tanya. My name is Cheryl.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Gerald. So what is your comment about this whole situation?
So, about the whole situation. When I first saw the video, I flinched.
Yeah.
I flinched. I was, traumatized. It reminded me of so many things that I went through in my own childhood. And, being a African American child, many of us have grown up in a family where discipline consisted of belts, extension cords,
Yeah.
flip flops, whatever you can find, whatever comes to mind, that's what you receive. And, I came from, I was an adopted child. So let me first start off by that. But I was
Oh,
adopted
wow.
by two African American male and female parents that graduated from four-year colleges. The first
Okay.
in their family to graduate from four-year colleges. So they understood and they had an educational background that they
Okay.
still believed in a certain type of discipline.
Mm.
And my father was the type, if you cross the line, yeah, he's taking out the belt. And my father is 6'4", 265 plus. He will chase you around the house and stop and take a break, get a glass of water, make you sit and wait, and then he's is going to commence to still tearing you up with that belt until he gets tired and he's done with it. For
Really?
me, yes,
This
that
is
was,
horrible.
and to me, it's horrible, and it's just the worst way to discipline a child. But that is kind of like the background of what a lot of us have experienced.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's right, not to say that that's the way that it should be, but
Yeah.
a lot of us have experienced that and don't really understand that that type of discipline is abuse.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, I'm still a better person. I grew up fine and this, that, and the other. But all of us remember those incidents. You
Yeah.
remember those incidents where you were spanked to the point where you were so angry and so mad, or you were spanked to the point where you couldn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Those type of experiences are not beneficial for children.
Yeah.
They're not a teaching lesson. You don't learn anything from that. What you actually receive is more like resent. More so,
Yeah.
you're fearful of even being able to express yourself because you're afraid of what the consequences might be.
Yeah. Have you gotten any
Because
types of therapy?
I have,
Okay, good.
but
Good. Good.
I
Good.
understand that a lot of people don't get therapy. And the reason why I feel like they don't get therapy is because they don't realize those experiences were detrimental to their mental health.
Yeah.
Those things are affecting them to this day.
Yeah.
Children are going to be children. We've all been children. We've all
Yeah.
done things that we know we weren't supposed to do. We've all snuck behind a parent's back and been cussing and doing things that we knew we weren't supposed to do. But as a parent, you need to understand that I'm supposed to be teaching a child, meaning that I can't chastise them for being a child and trying to, grow up in the world in which they live.
Yeah.
We allow them TV, internet, everything else, and
I
things.
need you to wrap the comment up because we're coming upon the time frame for
All
the
right,
call.
and I'll do that really quickly. I just wanted to say that it's very important that we choose the right way to discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline means that you need to be able to listen and understand and be able to give guidance. Just as we do teachable moments, listening to your live videos and listening to different scenarios of things that happen in life, that's the same way that you have to apply to your children. Because whooping in generations, years and years, that has not changed anything. If you want to be honest, it has made things worse.
Okay, so you feel that whipping children has made the Black community worse. I guess, listen, but people are saying that the Black community has gotten worse because the whippings were not as severe as they were before.
No, it's not about the whooping. It's about being honest and being open. We as a Black community have been so used to being secretive, holding things in, not being honest with the situation, not being real with what's going on, and being able to say, yes, I've been there and this is how you should do it. You can't talk at a person. You have to talk to a person.
Okay, got you. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you. I love your show, and I'm so glad I was able to talk to you, and I hope I get to talk to you again. Hello, everyone.
All right.
Hope
Thank
you all
so
have a good
much.
night. Thank you.
Good night. Okay, so I appreciate all of you coming out. This has been a very heartfelt conversation. What is this now? Hey! All right, so we have Charlene that has sent a link to a Facebook video, but she didn't say what the Facebook video is. And then we got Brandon who sends $100. Ow! Thank you so much, Brandon. Hey, BB in the house. Thank you. And well, oh look, he says for Bebe's Kids 2021. Listen, I don't know what is going on out there. Thank you so much. Bebe's Kids. This was a lot. You know, I don't want to call them names because I don't know what's happening with them, what's going on. That whole situation is just bizarre. So I'm ready to go. Honestly. I'm ready to go. I appreciate all of you for coming out. This has been a very tough broadcast to have, and I appreciate each and every one of you participating in the conversation. I just don't feel it. Can I get the muster? Okay, I can get a little bit of muster. Let me turn it down a little bit. I just am not in a joyous mood after this. I'm just not in a joyous mood after this broadcast. Listen, I don't even know what to say. Somebody's saying whoopings work, abuse doesn't. Listen, it depends on what you consider to work. I think that there's far too many of us that are lazy. I'm just going to be honest with you. Let me stop my music. Let's just get real for a second. There's a lot of us who are lazy. We're lazy parents. We're lazy friends. We're lazy commenters on Facebook. We've gotten lazy. A lot of us, we don't even read. We don't read comments. We don't invest in watching documentaries. We don't invest in reading. We don't invest in having and satisfying our intellectual curiosity. We don't go to the libraries anymore. We're using Wikipedia for our research. A lot of us have become lazy. It shows in the way that the world is showing up. We are going out there getting BBLs instead of just doing some squats. We go in and getting lipo instead of like lipo for running, just run or get some spanks. But we're over there calcifying and ossifying our fats on us in these dangerous procedures, losing our lives. We've become lazy as a society. We don't take the time to have intelligent discourse and dialogue online. We just cuss a person out, say some stupid shit, then block them. This is where we've gotten as a society. We've become lazy. We've become lazy. And a lot of us Negroes are lazy when it comes to discipline. We're lazy when it comes to parenting. We're lazy when it comes to our damn friendships. I'm noticing that there's so many damn issues, especially with us Black women, right? I'm just going to be honest with you. There's far too many of us that don't know how to get along with other Black women. And it starts in the damn home with these mothers who are verbally assaulting us, verbally abusing us, and not even demonstrating what it's like to have healthy relationships in their own lives, laying up at 11:59 on your damn birthday talking about you need somebody to go with you to the sex store to buy a fucking dildo. And your kids are up listening. But you're cussing them out because they're cursing out of your presence, but then you give them the ability to curse in front of you and talk about how they're going to beat people up and you need to choke on a dick and die. We've become lazy. We've lost the art of articulating, or I don't even know, have we ever had the art of articulating? So that we don't know how to talk about what's wrong. We have these friendships and we get upset with people and we're just like, fuck it, friendship is over. Block, delete, you don't even talk to them again. We got men who get into relationships and they just, rather than saying anything, they just go on, ghost, it's done. Women too. And can't even tell you, you can't listen to criticism and you can't listen to people who you know in your life. Now, don't tell me about nothing about online with some unvetted, unverified people telling me who the hell I need to be. I'm talking about people in your life. You don't want to hear anything from the people who you have personal relationships with. We become lazy. We don't know how to communicate with our family. We don't know how to communicate with our friends. We don't know how to communicate with our children. And we are not challenging ourselves to have tough conversations, to be able to sit down and say, what's wrong? What's happening? 40%, according to the data, they say 40% of Black girls would be assaulted before the age of 18 by somebody that the family knows, right? And then we have, this is almost half of our girls are assaulted. And when they turn around and start acting out or behaving in a certain way, then you come and assault them as well. We don't sit down and say, you know what, Darla, Charla, Gina, Stephanie, Marika, what's going on? What's happening with you? Talk to me. Talk to me. What's going on with you? Why are you doing this? Why are you not paying attention in school? Why did I find you on the internet with these shorts on? What type of attention are you looking for? What is it that you feel that you're not getting? What's happening in your life? Talk to me. Far too many of us are like, we know how to quote the Bible. This woman was quoting Bible verses in between fucks, bitches, and we're going to jump you. This is hoes, bitches, fuck, we're going to jump you. And then don't spare the rod and to bring up the child in the word. Where was the word when you were just talking about you hoes and bitches choking on a dick and dying? Where was the word then? So it's like we sit here and we talk about how, oh, I turned out fine. That mother is not all right. She's not all right. There are a lot of us walking around with undiagnosed mental health issues, and we don't want to get diagnosed. We don't want the stigma of being diagnosed, but we are still going to perpetuate our unwellness on our children, our family, our friends, and the world. We're going out there with things that are not connecting and tying up on the inside. But we're going out there and we're perpetuating these patterns onto the world around us. And we're not doing what it is that we need to do to make sure that we're well. All right, you want to go to the sex store and buy a damn dildo. You want to go put on some lace front and some contacts. But what are you going to do about powdering yourself up on the inside, cleaning up the closets on the inside, and being able to find healing and wellness inside of your own mind, your heart, your spirit, your energy, your soul? What are you going to do about finding the healing inside of there? But you know how to throw on some fresh kicks. You know how to get some fingernails done and polished up. But what about polishing yourself up on the inside? What about doing the things that you need to do to heal the unwellness that existed in there from the trauma that you had as a child? But instead, we're going to be like, we're fine. No, you are not fine. You are not fine. You're like, oh, I turned out, or you did not turn out all right. That's why your black ass is on the internet talking the shit that you're talking now and pretending as if everything is okay. Because you want to look and point at other people's problems and be like, oh, well, look how you doing, look how things going up. But meanwhile, your life is in tatters in the background. You go to sleep crying at night and you wake up in a life that you don't recognize and don't want to be in your doggone self. Yet we're going to sit here talking about, I turned out all right. I was whooped. I was beat. I didn't get any therapy. I don't need therapy. Jesus is my therapy. The Lord says that that's divination. It just you're not all right. Because when we peel back the layers of that fake smile and all the accoutrements that you slap all over yourself trying to hide the brokenness that exists because you're afraid that if people see and if you honestly answered how you were doing, you would just fall apart. If you were honest. So no, you are not all right. And any black person, especially in the United States, who has not gotten therapy and you've made it to adulthood and you were whipped, beat, or verbally assaulted and abused and you grew up inside of some of these traumatizing ass Chirac type neighborhoods, and you're going to sit up there talking about you're all right? No, you are not all right. We have generations of not all rightedness passing down the unall rightedness to each other. You're being raised by people who were not all right. My grandmother was not all right. My grandmother was not all right. She held it all together. She held it in, but she was born in the antebellum South. She was not all right. My grandmother's father was a sharecropper. He was not all right. My grandmother had her first child. And when I asked you all the other day how old your grandmother was when she had her first child, I couldn't tell you my grandmother's age. She was somewhere between 13 and 15 because my grandmother was born in a house. And she didn't have a birth certificate in this country here. There's so many people who are like, oh, Tanya, you talk all this shit because you're not American. I am American. My grandmother was born on this soil, and I don't know how old she was when she had her first child because she did not have a birth certificate. She was born in a house, in a home. She was somewhere between the age of 13 and 15 when she gave birth to her first child in the antebellum South in this country. She was not all right. And it is high time that we stop walking around trying to pretend like our shit doesn't stink. We are not all right, and it is okay to admit that. Stop covering it up. It's like you're spraying perfume on a turd and trying to pretend as if it smells sweet. We can smell the stink. There's a stench in this country. We are not all right. We are murdering each other. We are dying from preventable diseases. We looked up the data. The black man in America is the biggest threat to the black woman's health in this country. We are not all right. There is a sickness that exists on this soil. There is a putridness that is unhealed, and we cannot continue to walk around and pretend as if we are right. Those women inside that video were not all right. The young ladies and that mother, they were not all right. But they're standing up there speaking in their garbled English, talking about fighting people who have a difference of opinion, people who want to assist them. They are not all right. And many of you commenting are not all right. And that is okay. That's the first step. Realizing that you are not all right is okay. It does not mean, it's like, this is the thing. The sickness that exists inside of us is so pervasive that we think that there's something about being Black that means that you're never supposed to have any problems. You're supposed to be impenetrable. You cannot suffer from health issues. You cannot suffer from mental health issues. You're supposed to be the character in a movie that when the music starts playing, that, oh, you could lift up cars. You can throw everybody off. When you turn around, the wind and the whirlwind starts. But many of us have that whirlwind that has already begun inside, and you are not all right. You are not superhuman because you're Black. You deserve kindness and empathy, starting with the kindness and empathy that you show yourself. You are not all right. How many more of these videos do I need to do for you to understand that you are not all right and it is okay? Because when I get off of this air, when I get off of the computer, when I leave the broadcast, you are still inside of your life. And you are not all right. And that is okay. But what are you going to do about it? It's like we're so good at talking to other people about the issues that they have or what they need to do, what they need to fix up. But what about you? It's easy to talk about, to see and identify what you think Mary's issues are. Oh, Mary need to do this. She need to do that. Oh, you let your mother talk to you that way? I would never. You got that man there with you for 5 years? I would never. Meanwhile, your ass is in a job that you can't stand. Intestines bound up because at the end of the week, you can't make your paycheck stretch to cover the rest of the month. You're dying a slow death inside in a life that is unfulfilling, tied to a partner you don't want to be with children that you are not equipped to love in the ways that the children need to be loved. With yourself in the ways that you're not even able to practice self-care, in the ways that you need self-care. But you're standing up here talking about what other people need to do. You're looking at me talking about your eyebrows aren't even, Tanya. Fuck an eyebrow. Fuck that shit. I don't care. It's like, come on. Wow. I see people saying that it's buffering. So I guess the platforms have said enough is enough. This is why I'm happy that we have the text notification squad, because I don't bank anything on these platforms. Goodness knows when they're going to be around. Hey, they're saying that somebody needs to be blocked. This person might need the message. Where's this person? Let's see. Let's see. This is just, it's unbelievable. And you see, it's like I can't even find the comment, and I don't want to even spend any more time on the foolishness. These people will weed themselves out because it's like this is the time. This is now. There is no do-over in life. When this is done, it's done. You exchanged a day of your life for the activities of today. What did you exchange this day of your life for, that when you are one day left to live in this life and you think about the time that you spent, what did you exchange your life for? What did you exchange your life for? And there's so many of us waiting for some time in the future for everything to be all right. Start working on your relationships now. We got people who are not talking to people in their family over trivial stuff, lost friendships, don't talk to people anymore over trivial things. Not doing the inner work, not working on making this life all right for you, because when it's all over, let me tell you something, because a lot of you don't know, but over this past week, we've been dealing with the past 2 weeks, we've been dealing with the death of a family friend. And I got up the other day and I spoke at the funeral, right? And it's like there's so many of us out there waiting for some other time. Listen. Let me tell you this in case you did not know. No matter how good you live your life, no matter how amazing of a person you are, no matter how young and fit you are at one time, the one thing that we all have in common is death. It is the great equalizer. Each and every one of us will die. If you're lucky, you'll get old. If you're lucky, your skin and the collagen will droop down low and your bones will start to move a little slow if you're lucky. But let me tell you something, because we got people out here talking about hit the wall and all this other stuff. My mother died when she was 41. Let me tell you. My mother died when she was 41. Let me tell you. My mother didn't make it to be old. Let me tell you, she didn't make it to be old. She never got a chance to see her skin droop down low. She never got a chance to have to wear her little eyeglasses or her hair go gray. She never got a chance for that. She never got a chance. Let me tell you something. Looking at these girls and this mother and all of that, it's all good. It's all good and dandy to stand up here and make a video about them. But the real question is that the video is about you. What are you going to do for you? What are you going to do to make the changes in your life? There's some people out there who are saying, I'm going to beat my children. I'm going to do this. That's fine. You know what? If I see it, I will make sure that I report it, but that's fine. If you don't want to wake up and open up your eyes to the fact that there can be a different way, that's fine. I will do what I need to do when I see fit. But the people who have the question, what can I do better? How do I honor this life inside of me that I'm about to give birth to? How do I honor the lives that I have already brought into this world? What can I do to make myself a better person? How do I enjoy my time left here on this earth? When you have those questions and you are ready to do the work to find the answers, I am here. I am one of the people who are here. If you don't like the way that I deliver the message, listen, I don't make these videos for the fun of it. This is not fun and games. This is real life. This is your life that's on the line, hanging in the balance. Your life. What is it that you're going to do while you're sitting up there on the computer entertaining yourself with these stories that you find entertaining? At the end of the day, what are you really going to do? Because these stories are a mirror back to you. What are you going to do? There's so many people out there who are claiming that they got the answer, they got this, and it's just a distraction. You're distracting yourself on these content creators trying to end a little bit of a momentary piece of pain that you feel while you can watch these videos and be able to be transported into the problems of somebody else's life, or to hear something so that you can blame somebody else. And I'm telling you that healing really only begins when you look inward. What is it that you are going to do for you? That is the question right there. That's the question. Listen. You only got one chance. I'm telling you. You only got one chance. Death is the great equalizer, and there's so many of us. Listen, when we get off of this broadcast, there's somebody here on Facebook, YouTube tonight who won't wake up tomorrow. And their family's going to have to go through the process of getting their public pages taken down and try to figure out their passwords and which bank accounts they may have had and clean up their mail and take care of all of this stuff that they got in storage and put together the pieces, the sum of their life in things. They won't make it till the morning. Some of us won't. And we are not living our lives in the awareness of the fact that none of us know when we're going to go. When your heart is just going to say, you know what, no more. When that aneurysm in the brain says tonight is your night. When that person stepping off the curb, that car doesn't see them and the angels say it's your time. When that person who is getting ready to swim in that ocean and the undertow is coming for them, we don't know. We don't know when you go on vacation whether or not you're going to slip, your head going to hit. We don't know when your time is going. We don't. And there's so many of us living as if we have unlimited amount of time, and we're not doing the things that we need to do in the very small amount of time that we do have here on this earth. What is the sum of a person's life? What does your life mean? Why are you here? None of this stuff really means anything without the reflection and the evolution of your soul. What is it that you are going to do to make yourself better in things that cannot be lost? Everything on this earth can be taken away at any moment. What are you doing about the part of you that stays constant from life to life? The part of you that really needs that growth on the inside? What are you going to do? So many of us are leaving interactions with people that if they died, that we would not feel satisfied with the last time that we spoke to them. Let me tell you, I was away at college when my mother died. I had not spoken to her for a few weeks. The next time that I saw her, she was in a coffin, and that thing that I saw in the coffin was not my mother. My mother was gone. She was gone. I didn't get to say goodbye. I know anytime that you leave out the front door, anytime that the last time that you see a person could be the last time that you ever see that person. But we're standing up here and we're sitting here on the internet placating ourselves with platitudes, with, I don't know, listen. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. This is not a game and this is not a joke. Listen, I watch content creators. I make content, right? I know I talk about viral stories. I talk about viral stories for the algorithm. And in each viral story, there is a lesson there for you. And the way these platforms manipulate, you have to find the lessons in there for you. While we having fun on the surface, you need to look deep down and find the lessons for you. They're there for you. They're there. Listen, on that note, I will see you all in the next video. I'll play a little bit of music on our way out. Listen, there's nothing that makes me feel good like a little bit of soca. Listen, I appreciate each of you coming out. You are beautiful. Listen, I appreciate each one of you. Listen. Hey, listen. I appreciate each one of you. Listen, life is gonna come for us all. And it's up to you to decide what the bulk of your life is going to be. So I appreciate each one of you coming out. You all are beautiful and amazing. Listen, thank you all. Thank you. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? Love yourself. And part of loving yourself is Surrounding yourself with good people, good music, good food, good sunshine, and a good walk, if you know what I'm talking about. Just walk up, walk up, walk up, walk up. Hey, listen, go get your life. Live your life on your terms. I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO and I am out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is what? What's the self-love lesson here? The self-love lesson here is taking the time to ponder whether or not what it is that you have been taught and what it is that you have seen is the truth. Because for far too many of us, there are small things that are obvious that can be changed. Obvious. And it's up to us to take the time to make those changes. Because, listen, the things that are normal to us seem normal. They seem normal. But what is it that we're going to do? What are we going to do differently? What are we going to do? So listen, on that note, click around here to watch my other videos. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Come over to Amazon. Get my book, join the text notification squad. The link is in the description, and I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out.